Take a trip down memory lane. Cleveland on the clock at 4th overall in the 2014 NFL Draft. All of a sudden you hear, we have a trade. The Buffalo Bills and now former GM Doug Whaley gave up 2 first-round picks and more to move up to select Clemson wide receiver Sammy Watkins, perhaps the most glaring move of his reign with the Bills. With Whaley out of the way, now head coach Sean McDermott making a pretty stark decision of his own today. The Bills announced that they would not pick up the 5th-year option for the oft-injured Watkins, who is extremely talented but is trying to come back from off-season foot surgery once again. That means Watkins can become a free agent next March, and to retain him past this year, the Bills will either have to get him signed to an extension of some sort, or if they were to issue him the franchise tag. Now, a bit of background. That 5th-year option, as long as the player can pass a physical by next March, and up until that month, you can actually walk away from the option without owing the player a dime. If they don't pass the physical, though, the money then becomes guaranteed. So that asks the question, is this the right move? I can certainly see both sides, but I ultimately can't agree that this is the right play. When Watkins is healthy, he has top 5 talent at the position. That's how good he is. So if he comes back and is the player they've always wanted him to be, they'd be out of luck in giving him both a bigger contract for 2018, plus, let's say he doesn't want to re-sign in Buffalo. You're giving up 1 more year. You could keep him in his prime. I get it. There's some risk involved because you don't want to be paying an injured receiver around $13 million in 2018, but that risk pales in comparison to the risk the Bills would be running at both alienating their star wide receiver to the point where he doesn't want to re-sign, or that they could only keep him for 2 years rather than 3. To me, I wouldn't be inclined to take risks with one of the most naturally talented players on the roster, especially when the roster is really lacking in high-end talent. I've agreed with everything Sean McDermott has done this offseason to this point, but this one I just can't get on board with.